Felicity, are you ready to translate for me?
Yes, Lou, I'm ready.
All right, let me find my testimony.
Okay.
Okay. I'm sorry. I need Jane to give me a little introduction. I meant to say this. So if everyone remembers Chloe, I had spoken about Chloe and how my pastor's brother moved from United States to Uganda to adopt her. Okay, this is Jonathan. This is Chloe's dad in today's testimony I'm sharing about.
Okay, that's good. 我们记得上一次我们曾经前几次就有一段时间了，我们曾经陆老师做过一个见证，是有关于他的牧师的兄弟。OK， 这个兄弟呢，他的女儿叫 Chloe， 那个时候到有一个抗过敏的药的事情啊，在非洲的事情。现在我们讲的这个见证呢，是讲 Chloe 的爸爸，就是他的Lou 他们教会的牧师的兄弟，也是一位牧师，他所发生的事情。Okay, back to you.
I was hoping to find a Casting Crown song because I saw them in concert Thursday night, but I couldn't find one to fit what I wanted to say today. But
that's okay. 陆老师都很讲究，每次他做见证的时候，他的这个音乐配的都很美。好 ，OK， 好 ，Thank you. Go ahead.
You're welcome. All right, Felicity. Today's testimony is called "What's Your Story?"
好，我们今天的见证的正题是你的故事，就是你的经历是什么样的呢？ Go ahead, Lou.
We all have a story to tell.
我们每个人都有自己的故事可以分享。
Some are grand and glorious of how God has worked in our lives.
那上帝在我们生命当中的工作，他的作为有一些是大有荣耀的。
Some are just simple, but yet just as important because God uses it all for His glory.
有一些其他人呢，就是很简单，但是同时又很重要，因为上帝要用他们来荣耀上帝他自己。
Here is an example of how God uses simple acts for His glory.
下面的话呢，就是有一个例子，就是讲述到这样的一个类似这样的一个见证的。Go ahead, Lou.
Okay. Recently, my pastor's brother, Jonathan, who is a missionary in Haiti,
就是不久之前，就是我们的牧师的兄弟乔纳森在海地宣教，
told about how God used 3 people to rescue his family.
他分享了就是上帝如何使用别人，来就通过使用有3个陌生人来救赎，来拯救他和他的家庭。
They were traveling across the desert when their car broke down.
就是他们有一次就正在穿越沙漠地区的时候，他们的汽车抛锚了。
There were no homes, no businesses, no people anywhere around, just miles and miles of desolate desert.
那里没有房屋，也没有进行贸易商业的活动，也没有人，周围数英里就是只是荒无人烟的沙漠地。
There was no cell phone service either.
连手机都没有信号。
Jonathan started praying because of the dangerous situation he and his family were in.
乔纳森开始向上帝祷告，因为他和他的家人都已经处于危险的境地。
A few minutes later, a car stopped and a businessman said he had just come from his garage.
几分钟之后，一辆车停了下来，然后 有一个商人，他说他刚刚从他的汽车维修厂那里出来。
He had to have this mechanic, and he had to have a special mechanic come to fix his expensive car.
那位商人他不得不请一个特别的帮手，就是机械的维修工来帮他修理他那昂贵的汽车。
So the businessman told Jonathan he would have his mechanic fix his car.
商人告诉乔纳森说，他想要请他帮他修车。
The only problem was the radiator had leaked all the water out and he couldn't drive the car.
这是有一个唯一的难题，就是汽车的冷却器，就是水箱的水全部都漏完了，然后车也不能开了。
About this time, two kids came by with their bicycles pulling a wagon.
就在这时，有2个小孩骑着他们的脚踏车来了，而且他们的脚踏车后面还拖着一辆类似的小推车。
And on that wagon was 2 barrels of water.
在那个手推车上面有2桶水。
So they gave Jonathan the water for his car.
他们很乐意又欢喜的把水给到乔纳森，就是那个宣教士。Go ahead, Lou.
In the process of all this, he told them about Jesus.
在这过程当中，乔纳森就将有关耶稣的事情告诉他们，就跟他们分享耶稣的事。
And they got saved.
并且他们也获得了耶稣的救赎。
He later found out they were of Muslim faith.
后来，这位传教士才发现他们原来是穆斯林。
So, God stranded a missionary on a desolate highway.
所以就是像这样子的，上帝把一个宣教士困在荒无人烟的公路上，
and sent 3 strangers to help him.
并差派了3个陌生人来帮助他。
This is one of Jonathan's stories to tell others about the power of Jesus.
这是乔纳森所有的故事里面的其中一个，就是告诉了别人，就是有关耶稣基督的大能。Thank you, Lou.
Thank you. Jane, can you translate a little bit more for me?
Sure, go ahead.
Jonathan was explaining, I mean, it wasn't just a short time they were there. I mean, this didn't happen like minutes. I mean, there were no cars on this highway. He saw no people. And I mean, he really was getting very concerned when he was praying for help. And I mean, for this businessman to have a special mechanic that he had brought in from some large town to this desolate desert area a few miles away, I mean, it was just truly miraculous how God used all these things.
这个很多时候啊，在沙漠里面他的这一段经历啊，这个都是没有办法解释的，除了上帝的慈爱以外，我们真的是没有办法解释，这真的是一个奇迹。因为就在那样的荒无人烟的沙漠里面，居然会碰到，然后有好心的人，然后真的是上帝就差派这些人来给这个传教士为他帮忙，帮他服务啊，这真是很让人没有办法解释的神迹，除了神迹，没有其他的方式可以解释。
Thank you.
Thank
so
you.
Each of us has a story, and I would love to hear everybody's story if they would want to ever share it with me.
So we're gonna listen to the music, I guess. Okay.
Yes.
If I told you my story, you would hear hope that wouldn't let go. And if I told you my story, you would hear love that never gave up. And if I told you my story, you would hear life, but it wasn't mine. If I should speak, then let it be of the grace that is greater than all my sin, of when justice was served and where mercy wins, of the kindness of Jesus that draws me in. Oh, to tell you my story is to tell of Him. If I told you my story, you would hear a victory over the enemy. And if I told you my story, you would hear freedom that was won for me. And if I told you my story, you would hear life overcome the grave. If I should speak, then let it be of the grace that is greater than all my sin, of when justice was served and where mercy wins, of the kindness of Jesus that draws me in. Oh, to tell you my story is to tell of Him. This is my story. This is my song, praising my Savior all the day long. This is my story. This is my song, praising my Savior all the day long. For the grace that is greater than all my sin, of when justice was served and where mercy wins, of the kindness of Jesus that draws me in. Oh, to tell you my story is to tell of the grace that is greater than all my sin, of when justice was served and where mercy wins, of the kindness of Jesus that draws me in. Oh, to tell you my story is to tell of Him. Oh, to tell you my story is to tell of Him. This is my story. This is my song, praising my Savior all the day long.
All right.
Great music. It's great.
Big Daddy Wave. I've never seen him in concert, and
Mhm.
we were headed back It was October the 9th or 10th, 2015, when I had my concussion, my car wreck, and we were supposed to see him in concert. So
Right.
anyway, he has good music too. Good lyrics.
Okay, great. Thank you. Back to the host.
Okay, thank you, Lou.
I got knocked offline. I don't know. So can y'all hear me okay? My computer's acting wacky today.
Yeah, not a problem.
Yes. Thank you, usually. The story and song. Okay. Please pray for. Please read the prayer. Thank you.
Our Father in heaven,
Our Father in heaven,
Father in heaven,
hallowed be your name.
hallowed be
hallowed
your
be
name.
your name.
Your kingdom come,
Your
Your
kingdom come,
your will be done
your will be done
on earth as it is in heaven.
on earth
earth
as it is
as it
in
is
heaven.
in heaven. In heaven.
Give us today our daily bread,
Give us today
Today,
daily
our
bread,
daily bread,
and forgive us our debts
and
forgive
us
our debts,
as we also have forgiven our debtors.
as we also have forgiven
forgiven
our
our debtors,
debtors.
And lead us not into temptation,
And
lead us not into temptation,
but deliver us from the evil one.
but
but
deliver us
us
from evil one.
from the evil one.
Amen.
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 Thank you, Lou.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you.
I guess
Thank you,
I
Lou.
wanted to also say, no matter when things look hopeless, there's so many times I know in my life and testimony of other friends and people's lives, God is our protector. He is, when we put our faith and trust, when it seems like there is no hope, He works it out. There's that is just what we have to rely on, especially in today's world with everything that's happening. We just have to trust. Can you translate that for me, James?
Yeah. 陆讲到哈，陆老师讲到，就是说，在我们人生的机遇上面，特别是比如说他本身的经历，或者是他周围的朋友、他的牧师他所认识的这些人身上，他所做的谈到的见证里面，很多时候都是非常没有希望，而且几乎觉得根本不可能发生的事情。但是呢，神是信实的，神是公义的，他不断的把希望放在我们身上，而且就让我们看到希望，而且有一个像我们今天讲的这个见证里面就是一个神迹，本身是我们没有办法解释，在我们一般用我们人的思维来去想是不可能发生的事情。Okay, go ahead.
Anyway, I look forward to seeing you all on Wednesday. I was wondering, has anybody ever done a devotion on the Lord's Prayer, like what each little section means? I thought about
No. That would be a very good testimony, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, that could be good. Sharing.
And another one God's been putting on my heart. I got to put it all together though. If you've noticed as we've been reading, I have told you the truth. And so there are so many times that Jesus is using that. So I think I might do one on the truths of Jesus where he is saying, I have told you.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
well,
Okay. Thank you very much.
I'm going to mute out and answer a couple of little things in chat, and I will see you all Wednesday.
Okay, good. OK， 所以星期三的话呢，陆老师还会再来 OK 跟我们一块儿，所以就星期三见。如果有问题的话，他现在会看看我们后面的后台的这些信息哈，如果有问题的话。